Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Coming back at you with another lesson. This is just going to be a brief lesson on the persecution that's going to be coming for Akim that's in his truth, man. The physical persecution by Esau, the so-called white man, the devil, that is going to bring upon Akim out there pushing his word in sincerity and truth. And we are to present our bodies a living sacrifice to push this word, man, out there on the highways and byways, or making videos and going out there doing the work of Yahweh Shemel Shot, man. Because these devils, they're going to come when they give their green light against brothers for our belief. You understand? And we know that America is going to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The white man is the devil. He's going into captivity. He's going to try to bring the RFID chip out and implant it inside of people, man, and try to implant it inside of brothers out there in this truth, man. So we got to make our bodies a living sacrifice, man. That's the whole reasonable service, man. That's our whole reason of life, basically, man, to push this word, man, and push the truth out there, man. This is Matthew's 24, and I'm going to start at 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. Who is the they? The so-called white man, man. And why are they going to do this? Because we're speaking against their society, man, their wicked ways, man. The ways of this world, man. We're speaking against this government for its corruption and abominations and wickedness that it upholds, man. Okay? That's why they're going to deliver some Akim up. Some Akim are going to escape these things. Some Akim are going to be persecuted and put to death, man. Okay? Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. Okay? And this is prophecy that some Akim going to end up dead in this truth, man. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And why are we going to be hated of all nations? For Yahweh Shemel Shah's sake, because prophesied that all these nations outside of Israel are going to be going into captivity. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that they're going to be going into captivity, that so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be the new rulers of the world. They don't want to hear that because they're on top right now. All these other nations that's outside of Israel are on top. And that's why they're going to hate us, man, for bringing out this truth, man. Okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the so-called black man, man. The 12 tribes of Israel are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All the other nations outside of Israel are heathens, and they're going into captivity, man. They don't want to hear that. So, yeah, they're going to hate that, man. Okay? And let me see here. It says, then shall, I'm reading again, Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Okay? So it's going to be Judas goats in this truth too, man. It's Judas goats in this truth, you know what I'm saying? They're going to rise up. You know what I'm saying? People like Yakanan and, you know, these other scoffers and demons and niggas out here going to rise up and try to turn brothers in and everything, you know? Because they're fulfilling their lot to be niggas, to be wicked. Judas goes niggas, man, to turn Akim in, man. So this thing it's going to heat up, man. Like when the time comes, man, this thing going to heat up. And it's getting closer by the day. Every day now, in 2018, there's been a shooting, or some mass shooting has happened, man. And it's just different stuff is happening, man. All type of craziness going on in the world, man. And these are the signs of the time, man. Okay? These are the signs of the time. So I can definitely have to stay prayed up, fasting, and stay in these scriptures, man, and stay watching the elders' videos, man, and keeping intact with the news, what's going on out there, man, in this world, man. Because these damn devils, they're going to come, man, and they're going to put hell on us when the time comes, man. Let me jump over here to Acts real quick. Because when you read the book of Acts, man, there were men who were killed in this truth, man. Yahweh Shah was crucified, man. All right, Peter and them, they got jumped on, they got took to court, they got put in jail and everything, man. For righteousness' sake. You know what I'm saying? Daniel got thrown in the lion's den. You know, who was that? Jeremiah got through it, and he was hung from like a mud pit. And so these things happen to Akim in the past, and it's going to happen all over again, man. It's going to happen all over again for righteousness' sake, man. Okay, and I'm going to read, this is a historical book, historical event, rather, in the book of Acts that happened, man. This Acts, the 5th chapter, in verse 40, it says, and to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles, the apostles was taken to court because they were teaching the word, basically. Okay, and to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, okay, the apostles got beaten, man. They got persecuted. They commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and let them go. Okay, and that's why they were beaten, man. They were persecuted, physically hurt, man. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name's sake. And this is going to happen again, man. Akim are going to be physically hurt out there for teaching his work, man. Doing his work, man. Speaking his truth, man. Okay. This is, let me jump over here to, Matthew 5 again. This, Matthew, you know what? Damn, my page missing right there. Well, I'm going to jump over here to 1 Peter then. So it's only a matter of time, before all this hell breaks through. You know, the Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to start at the sanctuary, because he's going to get rid of all these castaways and all these fakers and pretenders. You know, they're going to be dealt with, man. So I can make sure y'all examine yourself, man. You have to examine yourself, man, and like I say, keep it 100, man. Keep it 100, man. Let me see. 1 Peter, let me see. 1 Peter 4. Yeah, 1 Peter 4 and 14. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you, and their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. Okay, because the things that we talk about out there, first of all, we say Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a so-called Negro. Most of the world ain't gonna believe that, man. We say that the 12 tribes of Israel are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They don't believe that, man. We say that America is Mystery Babylon. They don't believe that, man. So on their part, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is evil spoken of. But on our part, he's glorified, man. And we are going to be reproached, like I say, physically. You know, they're going to try to hurt us, man. Some of them going to get hurt. Some of them going to be put to death, man. But you have to endure, man. He that endured to the end shall be saved, man, period. Okay? This is, again, 1 Peter 4. And, I'm going to jump down to 15. It says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in men's matters, man. Don't suffer like a nigger, man. But suffer for righteousness' sake, man. Verse 16 says, yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify Yahweh on this behalf. Okay? So if a brother do get put to death, guess what? If he's part of that 144,000, he's going to be risen first with the other elect, man. And that's why we must make our bodies a living sacrifice, man, because the time is going to come that these people are going to come with persecution, and they're going to come down hard, man. And I have a definition of the word persecution. It says hostility and ill-treated and ill treatment, especially because of race or political or religious beliefs, man. Okay? And the synonyms are oppression, victimization, mistreatment, ill treatment, mistreatment, abuse, ill usage rather, discrimination, tyranny, and more. Harassment, intimidation, hounding. Okay, and these are some of the things that they're going to be doing to Akim out there, when they give the green light, this new world order. All right. So this was just something on my mind, persecution, man, and I can stay prayed up, watch, and be diligent, man. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.